All right, a little chair yoga this morning. Getting ready here. Happy Monday. Here we are again. Starting our week off with some yoga. Let's see, I look a little crooked here. Just seems like my whole world's a little crooked right now, but just deal with it. Looks a little better. Just settling in for some breathing. Take a couple of minutes there just to get started. Just that gentle rhythm of your own breathing in and out through the nose. Lots of lift up through the back. Take a moment, feel the spine. Maybe a little cat-cow, a little modified. Inhale to open the chest. Exhale, contract. Some shoulder circles up and around. Just feeling some good alignment. So making sure the ankles right under the knees, hips under the shoulders. I hope you all had a good weekend and happy Monday. Moving through September pretty quickly, it seems like, right? Just steady. Just happy that the air is much cleaner this week. A little rain always helps. Rotating the chin around. Feeling the neck. Draw those shoulders forward, chin, release. And then we'll open it up, pull the shoulders back, lift the chin, squeeze the back. Center it off. We'll use the chair, a little support. Start to open up the feet and the legs. Bring that arm up the side of the body and reach. Legs open, pressing on the inner knee. Bringing the chest forward, pushing into your feet. And we'll come up, reaching across. Reaching across. Reaching across, up over the top, using that leg. A little more reach. Forward. And then hands up right on the tops of the knees. We're just going to look to one side. And look to the other side. Center coming up. Chest open. Walk those feet in. Contracting the belly, rounding over. Inhale, open. Draw those arms back if you want to let the fingers fly. We'll bring the palms in. Press. Get some energy through the fingertips. A little press through the wrist, forearm. Fingers. And center, we'll lift the elbows. And then open up the palms. Dip those fingers down. Working right up through the wrist. And we'll start to open it, still flexing in the hands. And we'll bring it across the elbows. Nice big hug. Pull the belly button in. Inhale, elbows up. Open. Floating down. And then just let those palms be open. We'll lift from the sternum. Hand right down on the chair. Reach. Stretch. A little rotation through that upper arm. Come on back, other side. Reach. Just a little rotation. And come on back. Legs again, open them up. Pressing the knees open if you're ready to come up. Lifting the hips. Nice and open through the chest. Just feeling your feet, toes wiggle around. We'll let those hips settle. Bring it right in. One knee coming up. Start to get a little ankle work. Just warming up. Make sure you're right on the edge of the chair so we can get a little more core strength. A little point and flex. And we'll bring it in easy. Just an easy seated pigeon. Let that knee open up for a moment. Lift right up. So get very tall up through the back. and release. Other side, so knee, ankle, engaging the core, flex and point, and we'll bring it in. Just let that knee open up for a moment. Nice, lifted, lots of lift. And release. Let's come forward. Little support from the block. Pulling the belly in, roll it right up to the top. Shoulders. Inhale up. Expand. Inhale. Airplane. Chest comes forward. Holding. And then release the arms, folding forward. If you want to lift the hips. Rolling up. Inhale, reach. Expand. Inhale. Airplane, chest comes forward. Flatten out your hands, palms open. And then again, a release. If you want to lift the hips right up off the chair, you've got some support. And we'll let the hips settle, belly button, right up through the spine, shoulders, head. A little twist. We're going to inhale, reach up. Fingertips, extend. Other side, a little twist. Inhale, reach. Fingertips reach, palms facing each other. And side. Again, reach. The great thing about chair yoga is anyone can do it. And it makes you feel good. Your spine, reach. And if we have a healthy spine, we're going to improve our lifestyle, our health. One more, way up. We're ready to come forward. Folding. If you want to lift the hips, hips settle, rolling up. And shoulders. We get another shot at those legs, open it up. Give the toes a little wiggle. And hips settle, walk it in. Let's turn it. We're going to turn, one knee drops, one hip staying on the chair. And just gently moving in, we want to feel some length right up the front of the thigh, the hip, right up to the shoulder. Just letting it all lengthen. If you want to add the arm, just a little breath. Pulling in and almost pulling your belly back into the spine. And we'll switch it to work that on the other side. And again, just lengthening knee, hip, shoulder. If you want a little more movement. And we'll bring it down, gently letting the hips press forward. And we'll come on back. Let's bring it back around to the front. Set our feet. Set the spine. Drawing in through the belly. The head just floating right on top. And we're ready to come up. Let's move around to the back. We'll work those feet a little bit. So a little support from the chair, heels, ankles. Pressing right up onto the toes, the balls of the feet. And then letting the heels drop. Rock back on your heels, wiggle those toes. So up high, calves are flexed. And then when we bring the toes up, shins are flexed. So calves and shins. All part of our ankle, our support system. And then maybe just a little hold. Get very tall, balancing. And we'll let those heels drop. Feet. Inhale. Expand. Inhale. Airplane. Inhale. Reach. Right down the center, folding forward. Rolling it up. Again, inhale, expand. Inhale, airplane. Inhale, reach down the center and fold. Draw the belly in, coming up. One more. Inhale, expand. Inhale, airplane. Palms come forward into an easy chair. Just as long as the belly is drawing in, we've got support. And then we'll bring the palms in. A little lift. Hang on. Getting a little wobbly. And we'll let those heels drop. Let's open up the feet. A little wider base. One arm right down the side. Inhaling up. Keep it going. We'll get a few side to side. And then both arms up, easy side reach. Up to the top. Let's bring those palms in. Elbows lift, palms energy, open it up. Drawing the elbows back, and then we're just going to press the palms down, like you're trying to press your palms towards the back of the room, rotating in the shoulder and the elbow. Up, drawing the backs of the hands towards the back of the room, and then down. Keeping the elbows lifted, pressing the palms to the back of the room. So it's this rotation through the shoulder, trying to keep the elbow in one spot, fairly level. Just working that shoulder rotation. Do the best that you can. And then release those arms behind you. A little lift of the chest, automatically glutes tighten up. Automatic. Feel a little squeeze back there. And release. We're going to walk the hips back, so we'll move that chair around. Start to lengthen the arms. Just letting the shoulders, the chest, and the head sink. You can move the head around, maybe looking under one arm, maybe the other. We'll center it off. Let's walk it up. A big shoulder roll. Inhale, reach, expand and open. Inhale, airplane. Inhale up, right down the center, coming into chair, reaching back with the hips. And then up to the top, expand, fingers around the back. Palms come forward, and again, a little chair. And down. Interlace, again, our opportunity to squeeze the back. Activate the back. Release those arms. Just shake them out loose through the wrist, elbow, fingers. And then we'll walk it back again. Chest, shoulders, head. And we'll walk it in. Nice big shoulder roll. Let's step open. We'll just get a few sunflowers. We want to get some bigger movement. Making big sunflower circles with the arms. One more, up to the top, palms coming in, stepping together, folding forward. Feel the weight over your feet, so heels, toes, right in the center. Using the chair, either the seat of the chair or the back of the chair. We're going to reach out one leg. A little balance, hang on, and bring it in. So a nice sturdy chair if you need more support. Reach. Bring it in, switch. Taking some time to get a little more, a little taller. Stretch that leg out. Let's get one more. And we'll bring it in. Push the hips back using the chair for support. Squatting down. And then bring those hips up. We're going to open the feet quite a bit wider. And then do it again. So knees over the toes, squatting down. Like last week when I was using the stool right under my bottom, that end part where I was like, okay, let's try to really work some squats. Come on up. Shoulders. So we're going to open it up again. Wide stance. Right up to the top, fingertips. Extend, just trying to stretch your arms. Just trying to lengthen the arm. Pressing the palms together, stretch. And then release around the back. Keeping the legs sturdy. Foundation strong. Drawing the elbows back. Try to straighten your arms behind you. Letting the arms stretch straight and then release. Arms right on the sides of the body. Stretch the arms straight. And we'll come up, other side. Stretch the arms straight. Keeping the belly pulled in. So keeping that strength and flexibility through the core, which is everything from the shoulders down to the hips. Arms, let's go toes. We'll take a little warrior two. So just getting that knee going over the toes for a starter. And then we'll tip it over, hand right on the knee, reaching up, up, up. Stretch. And then just let that arm drop. Keep your torso leaning forward. Use that knee. And we'll let the arm drop behind the back. Just opening the chest. Ready to come on up. Stretch that leg straight. Let's go toes in, round to the other side. So make sure that you have any support that you need. If you need the chair closer. Arms, a little bend, warrior two. Just getting the knee right over the toes in the front. And then we're ready to tip it. A little glance up to those fingers, using the head, the neck, and the eyes are important. Make sure the knee is right over the toes. We're going to let that arm drop right behind the back. Opening up the shoulder. ready to come up. Stretch those legs, toes around to the front. So just feeling your feet for a moment. You've got the hips right in between, a little bit of hip circles just to loosen it up. Yeah, hips. Push your hips forward for a moment, keeping your bottom tight underneath, and then pushing off to one side. Push out the back, side, front, and then reverse it. Side, back, side, and front. Excellent. Inhale, reach, expand. Inhale, and then we'll just bring it down, get a little straddle. So top of the chair, seat of the chair, or if you want to take it all the way down, you can always use a block here to bring yourself a little farther. How do those legs feel this morning? Hips. And we're ready to come on up. We've got a little more to do. Back to the first side. So chair is there for a little support if you need it. Arm. Stretch the arms out. Let's go straight legs and we'll just reach. Tip it over. Trying to be very flat so that when we look down, our head is right over our leg. Coming right back up. Warrior 2. Turning the palms up and reach. Reverse warrior. Lots of support, chair, leg. Extend. Coming down. Stretch that front leg, and again a little triangle. Just really feeling that extended arm, long. Come on up, straight legs, palms up. And then just drawing that arm around to the back. Back arm around to the front. And back to center. We'll bring it in. Switching sides. Toes. Triangle. Tip it over. Reaching right straight up from the shoulder. Very open across the hip. And up. Warrior 2. Open up the palms. And reaching up. Make sure you're really getting some energy, that arm that's reaching up. Stretch it, back arm. First, the front arm comes around to the back. We can't go very far this way. And then back arm around to the front. Center. One more little triangle. And reach. Nicely done. Let's bring it in. Toes right back around to the front. Inhale up. Toes. Expand. Folding forward. Everything we need for support. And we'll come on up. Let's bring those feet in. We'll walk them right underneath of us. So ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, ears. Transferring the weight. If you want to close your eyes here, it's always good. Gives you a little extra challenge. The chair is right there for a little support, light touch. Transferring from one foot, really push into that foot, and then over to the other foot, push. Almost like you're going to balance on one leg. Push. And we'll center it off. Let's come into our tree. One leg balance. Nice strong focus. And we'll bring it in. Ready to switch sides. So bringing that other foot up. And we'll switch it again. One more switch. And we'll bring it in. Nice. Let's walk those hips back. We always come back to this stretch because it's so good. Because you're getting the backs of the legs up over the hips, down through the spine, shoulders, arms, letting the head go. It pretty much works, gives us that flexibility all the way through, from your feet to the fingers, top of the head. It's like going to the chiropractor. And shoulders. Let's reset them. Up on the toes. We get a little extra balance. Working those feet. And let the heels drop, rocking back on the toes so we can flex the shins. Get those toes wiggling. And we'll let the feet settle. Let's come around, we'll have a seat. Get back into our chair. Get right in there, and then, of course, we want to be right out towards the edge. So hips, shoulders, knees, and ankles. See if we can feel that again. That gives us our good alignment. If you want to soften the eyes, soften the face, the jaw soft. I know sometimes it feels like in our chair yoga that we're not doing a lot, that we're moving so slow and people, they get bored. But that boredom really is just a sign that you're not staying focused. Because what we're really trying to do is take the time to go inward, to be still, to be calm, to quiet our minds. So the boredom is just your mind going, you don't want to do that. You don't want to be calm. You want to be busy. And what we're really trying to do is just give ourselves some time to not think about everything. With all the turmoil and chaos and everything that's going on in the world right now, we really, really need some time to just not think about it. And being able to do that is difficult. So that's why we practice. We practice letting it all go, clearing it out for just a moment. And the best way to do that, we know, is by listening to your body, listening to your breathing. Taking some real joy, some real joy, real happiness, just a moment of peace. Because we know when we come back, we're gonna deal with it. We're gonna do the right thing. bring a knee up, get a little ankle circle, and make sure it's all loose in there, and we'll bring it across. Just let it open. You just never know. Maybe when you're done with your yoga, you'll have a better perspective, a better path to follow, or at least a better idea of what that looks like. So knee open across the chest. First, we're just lots of lift up through the back and then coming forward. Nice, one more breath here. We'll come on up, release it. Other side, knee, ankle. I don't have the answers. I don't claim to have the answers. I just know that by doing a little practice, it helps me follow a better path. So again, lots of lift up through the back. Gently just letting the hips and we're ready to come up and release. How do we feel? Shoulders, hips, arms, legs, ready for a little turn to the side. We'll get a little deeper stretch this time. So let that leg stretch out. Gently pressing the hip forward. Inhale, long reach. And then we'll let that arm release, a little twist. And ready to come on back. Let's switch it. Let that leg reach out the back. Hip, shoulder, ear. Gently pressing the hip forward. We'll come up. release. Let's bring it back around to the front. Push those hips back into the chair. How's the head feeling today? Sometimes it feels so full of stuff, thoughts and cares and worries, and that's all it is really, is stuff. Our thoughts are just, you clear it out for a moment, give yourself some room, some space. Just a couple more big full breaths, those noisy breaths, if you want them to be noisy, or quiet if you want them to be quiet. We'll bring the palms in, heart center, giving thanks. Thank you for joining me. Hope that your day has a better start, a better beginning, helps for a better end of the day. Peace. Namaste. Excellent. All right, go out into your day. Happy Monday. Make it one of the best. Bye, Marie. Bye, John and Betty, everybody else who's out there, some people out in email land. Have a good day.